going to be a long night.
That's what I told her last night.
Hey, Batman.
Oh, gone already, nigga.
Every damn time.
Batman like my father, man. He disappeared every time I turn around.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, count it. Oh, you gotta love. Oh,
I love the combo system from the other
oh
game.
my god, this has to be some of the best combos.
He just leaves him there?
We don't stand a chance.
It was dead to let him get killed.
Well, right, but I mean, like, he's gonna strand him up there. Yeah, this is the first time you've been able to play with the Batmobile. Although the reviews I read about the game, they're like, actually the Batmobile is like probably the worst part of the game. It's very repetitive. After you're like, oh yeah, like that wears off.
Alright, so you haven't played this yet. I just assumed you played it and you just gonna let me play through it myself.
But I mean, like, I played a bunch of, you know.
Ah, shit. Okay, now you in this one. Oh, yeah.
We can play it together, so.
Oh, yeah, teamwork. Ooh, hit that turn. Ooh, come back around. Ah, fuck. I'm killing all of them that time.
Yeah, you're going, like, all over.
I used to kill Need for Speed, too. Ah.
I swear that's all I know. If you're lying, I'll break the other one. The other one.
Oh.
Have you noticed Batman's become a savage, more of a savage every game?
Yeah. I played enough for, yeah.
He gets more and more demented per game. And I'm fine with it. I like it.
Yeah. Well, in Injustice 2, they're like, Robin says to him, like, so you're against killing, but you're okay with giving people severe brain damage? I'm like, yeah. It's a good point.
Once again, behind time. I was a huge Call of Duty guy. Not huge, but I liked it a little bit.
The thing I got really into is Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah, oh, I love zombies.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Like, the new Call of Duty Black Ops is coming out, and I'm just excited because that's the main Zombies publisher.
Yeah, you don't think it's got repetitive? You don't dislike it at this point?
I'm sorry?
You don't dislike Call of Duty at this point?
I don't play the I used to play the multiplayer, and like back in the first Call of Duties, those were great. They just I don't like the running on walls shit. Like that just was when like in Zombies, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But. So is Poison Ivy like a mutant or something, or?
You can't ask me this one. I was just trying to see why all the women I grew up on immediately. It's like I grew up and they grew up too. Where all these titties come from? There's so many titties. I feel like
for the women you know.
Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn. I feel like they take my innocence as I play the game.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, I mean it's too sexual, frankly.
What are you doing here?
I'm not a prude, but like, you know.
I'm trying not to be a prude.
Nature always wins. Will he ever learn?
Watch him come through the door.
Yeah, good call.
So let me ask you this: do these come with hot?
No, I bought them. Good call, man. You called that scene.
Oh yeah, it's too easy. It's like pro wrestling at this point. You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That's cool. How do you shoot the gun in the circle?
No, R2.
R2, gotcha.
Which I think is dumb. Well, it took me too long to get. Oh, you want to hit? Ooh,
yeah.
Right.
Let me try.
Not so scary now. Oh,
Yeah, it's so scary now, baby. How you gonna be a villain making minimum wage? You still big in the gym? You look.
I'm not lifting as hard. Like I used to be way more obsessed with it, and it's just like
You don't care as much now? Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, you're like,
Yeah, what am I doing it for?
yeah. I mean, I'm doing it just for health and like start a challenge. Are you lifting at all?
Oh, yeah, man.
How many days a week?
I just started. I'm at 5 days a week. I'm gonna slow down though, 'cause I hurt my. This is crazy. I hurt my back on the bench press.
That's not crazy at all. Well,
Well, I didn't know. I told my friends that, and they said that's not that crazy. I didn't know that was a possibility. You can hurt your back working your chest. Definitely over. So,
well, are you like arching your back too much?
I think
I think you need to work on your form. It's just like
Yeah, definitely. No. Also, I jumped too big, so I made huge gains really fast, and it wasn't really gains. It was me just overdoing. So I went, and my left is pretty weak. So I was at 135 2 months ago. I'm at 185. So I was at 135 at the beginning of the middle of last month. I'm at 185, and I'm talking about like that 50 pounds that's not a natural gain in that short of time. So I probably just. With me lifting heavier than I can, that's probably what fucked me up. Yeah, but you arch your back, right?
Well, I mean, like,
no, lay flat.
like that's power. I mean, yes, a little bit, but like, it just depends on what kind of lifting you're doing, and like, I think it's also you got to do what's right for your body.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I've come to learn like. Everybody's body is different, and like whatever someone's like, this is my program and blah blah works for me, like might not work for you. For me, that worked a lot. Like
what, arching your back?
Oh, I'm just saying like general lifting that I've learned that's like been super important to me is doing a lot of legs. Doing legs like 3 times a week. So I do squats and deadlifts. I do a lot of deadlifts now, and like my grip is a lot stronger, and I can. So I would just say, like, that's something young lifters, I think, and I did, is you don't focus on legs. It's half your body.
You know what's crazy? You told me that when we used to talk more last. So I squat heavy twice a week.
It doesn't have to be heavy. I think
I always squat heavy. You know what it is? I'm a little. It's my ego. So I'm trying to get.
Don't have an ego going in the gym because, like, lifting heavy. Like, first of all, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. You know, you have to like. So lifting heavy, you've got an injury from that. Like, it's not to your advantage.
So yeah, point being, I think I may or may not take this week off from lifting just because I don't like the way my back feels.
Yeah. How long? Like how many weeks have you been doing it?
Oh, I've been lifting probably consistently for 2 months straight now.
Okay. Well, that's like getting into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I'd say, yeah, like 3-5 months to really start
seeing gains.
Well, just to really like, you know, I think just a month is just learning how to lift.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want to get cut, it's all about dieting.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but there's some guys that are just like, especially, I mean, you're young. How old are you again?
22.
Yeah, I mean, you're at like the perfect age where you can like, this is the easiest time in your life to get super cut. Like, it'll never be easier.
Oh, I'm pretty cut now. I'm actually trying to get swole. Because I've been small my whole life. So I kind of want to try to get big is my goal now.
Like, what are your, like, goals, lifting-wise?
Oh, I don't really hear things. So everything, my lifts for everything is pretty weak.
So, I'll give you an example. Like, for me, it was being able to bench 225.
Yeah.
Like, 2 plates. Like,
that's my goal right now, actually.
That's a great goal to have, and I would just make sure not to, especially for benching, have a spot you trust, not just some random dude. I've heard horror stories. Like, there was a guy at USC, he was like a wide receiver, and he was doing incline bench, and he was going pretty heavy, and he had a spot, and that guy is a terrible spot. Anyway, he like crushed his larynx.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And he's lucky to be alive. And they're like, well, he's just so strong. Like, that's how he was able to like survive it. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a horrible spot. I mean, it was a real spot to make sure you could lift the weight, so he couldn't lift the weight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly.
It's awful. So my goal right now is to actually what you said, bench 225. I'm trying to get to like 320 on my squat. And then
That's good. 320. So.
But I'm not close to it now. That's what I want to get to.
Oh, gotcha.
And then probably about 300 on my deadlift or 250 on my deadlift, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, like those. I would just say with that stuff, like I've learned, like, you know, going beyond your body weight with stuff, whatever it is, you know, be realistic. And like, I mean, I've been doing it for like 14 years now, however long lifting. Yeah, just don't go crazy. Like, you know, for deadlifting, I just do 225 a lot of the time.
That's what my friend told me. He said don't go over 225. Well, then
I mean, like squatting, yeah, or I mean deadlift, yeah. That it's like I can do 3 plates, 4 plates, whatever, you know.
But you don't need it.
What's the point? Like, I mean, I've seen guys do it and then they get injured. Like, I have a friend that he was powerlifting and he squatted like whatever it was, way too much, and he had someone spot him that didn't know how to spot. He's like, yeah, this guy's an idiot. And you're like, well, you're an idiot for trusting someone you don't know. And you're an idiot for doing too much weight. Like,
yeah.
This is like taking way more time than I thought. Yeah, when people are like, oh, the Batmobile missions suck, I'm like,
now you see why already?
Yeah, it's just too much. It's just like, it really should just be like...
It's repetitive, and we ain't even played the game yet, but you can tell this is all
we've gotten like maybe 2%, 5% into the game.
At most.
Playing bad games makes you realize, like, or games... I don't think this is a bad game. I think it just has bad elements to it. But
yeah, definitely.
It's a good game. I think it's just this is like just hyper repetitive. Anyway, it makes you realize like how difficult it is to make a really great game, and like what, like Skyrim for me was like one of those perfect games. Witcher 3 is like that.
He looks like
he doesn't look like the Riddler.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Why does it look like he's on vacation right now? Like he's just doing crime in his spare time.
Yeah, he's got like a Hawaiian shirt. Like his combos, Batman can fly.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid when the Batman Returns came out, my mom was like, yeah, Michael Keaton in an interview, you know, Batman said that Batman can fly a little bit. So, and I remember as a little boy, I was like, I don't think that's canon. Like, I'm like, I don't think an actor can decide what Batman can or cannot do. Oh, that's the guy. Right? Just gouges the guy's eyes out. Whoa, Batman! You're getting like super intense. Batman's like a Vietnam or like Desert Storm vet where he's like, I like saying shit.
Oh god, that's so funny.
And then you want to bounce?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.